Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Friday the 13th of October.
I love
Navy's
Friday
birthday
the 13th.
today. National No Brazier Day. I don't know why
I
that is.
love No Brazier Day.
I'm going to go celebrate, whatever. National Headband Day, Disaster Day. That's not good. International Civility for the Girl Child Day. What?
Okay.
International Plain Language Day, International Suit Up Day, National M&M Day, National Transfer Money to Your Son Day.
Our son loves transfer money to your Sunday.
Treat Yourself Day, National Train Your Brain Day. That's all I'm going to get to. There's a bunch more. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff in this new the new website I get it from, listofnationaldays.com. Man, they've got a lot of stuff. It is Friday the 13th that I would maybe do something a little weird and a little creepy, a little spooky. We've got Mo Rocca.
Oh.
I love Mo. He's got MOBITUARIES, and we're going to chat all about that coming up.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. So the light is out after a long day and you're finally ready to drift off. What do you think about? It's important. Scientists say what goes through your mind before you doze off can impact the quality of your sleep. In studies, those who report good quality sleep experience mostly visual sensory images as they fall asleep, seeing people and objects and having dreamlike experiences even though they're still awake. Those with insomnia or poorer quality sleep, like me, report that their pre-sleep thoughts tend to be less visual and more focused on planning and problem solving, thinking about what I probably should have been doing today instead of goofing around like I did. These people are also more likely to stress about sleep as they're trying to sleep, leading to a vicious cycle. Putting effort into sleep actually wakes you up a little bit more. The good news is you can use certain techniques. One is called cognitive refocusing to change the content of your pre-sleep thoughts. These include deciding before you go to bed that you are going to focus on stuff that you need to, and then you're going to just fall asleep. So maybe I'll try that. We'll see how that goes.
Then you're stressing about focusing on...
Oh, I got to focus on this. I hope I do it right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the background you choose on your Zoom call can significantly impact your first impression? It's not news to anybody. But the surprising thing is, it turns out that the busier your background is, the better. Researchers from Durham University found that those involved in a video conference show preference for setting features like bookcases and houseplants behind them. Those were determined to convey an aura of trustworthiness and competence. The team said that we should not only consider displaying books or plants in the background of our video calls, we should also remember to smile. Here's the thing I would say.
You look like a psycho sitting there smiling the whole time in a Zoom call.
Yeah, here's the thing I would say. If you have books behind you, make sure they're the right books. If you've got the wrong kind of books behind you, that might not help at all. So, I don't know. Just be yourself. That's what I would do. How's that sound? I'm glad they explained the busier background thing, because I was thinking I'd have like the background of like Grand Central Station behind me. John looks really busy today. Look at that. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Idris Elba has revealed that he has turned to therapy after realizing he developed an unhealthy habit. The actor said that he sought help last year when he realized he's an absolute workaholic, and it was taking a toll on his well-being. So it says it's not because I don't like myself or anything like that. It's just because I have some unhealthy habits and I've really formed them. I work in an industry that rewards those unhealthy habits. And he said that there's a process that he's trying to seek help revitalizing or realizing everything needs balance.
Well, good for him. You're one.
What?
You are a workaholic.
No, I don't think so.
You are.
I don't know about that. But hey, there's a cross-country move for the Kelly Clarkson Show from L.A. to New York, and she survived the writer's strike and is set for a 5th season kicking off October the 16th. That's this Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, and Drew Barrymore is back on October 16th as well, but without 3 of the head writers. So there was like this writer's strike thing, and then she was going to do the show without, and then it turned into a big old deal over there.
I still don't quite understand what's all going on there.
All
but
right. Big screen,
whatever.
little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. I think this is fascinating. There are now more marijuana dispensaries in Colorado than there are McDonald's locations.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That seems like an oversight. They should be increasing McDonald's at the same rate.
Well, I don't know. Apparently they're having the munchies for something else. I don't know what's going on. I just think that's absolutely fascinating. So that was one of the interesting things sent my way. Also, this is interesting. Makers of the world's first AI-powered grill. So this is artificial intelligence that powers a grill. It says that it can cook the perfect steak in 3 minutes.
Oh.
Does that seem weird to you? 3 minutes? Yeah. British company, Sea Grills, has a cool culinary toy called the Perfecta. It's powered by proprietary, why is that hard for me to say? Powered by proprietary neural fire technology, which is just something they made up. Anyway, it's a dual infrared burner that they use. And then it's a machine learned. So this thing learned how to do this. It determined how to cook the food to perfection at a blistering 1,652 degrees. Yeah.
Whoa.
Cooks your steak
I was going
in
to
3
say,
minutes.
it's impossible to cook a steak in just 3 minutes,
Well,
but
if
not
you
at that
incinerate it.
temperature.
Would-be chefs insert the steak into the machine vertically, so it's like making toast. Then they tap the touch screen to select the cut of steak that they are using, as well as the desired wellness level. The propane burners emit infrared rays, cooking the steak evenly. It doesn't even need to be flipped. How much do you suppose it would cost for one of these grills? Go ahead and ask me, Heidi.
Oh my gosh, how much?
$3,500.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'll take 2. No, we don't get any.
It's $1,000 per minute.
All right. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday the 13th. I thought it would be the perfect day to talk with Mo Rocca about MOBITUARIES. Yeah, this is kind of fun. A lot of folks know you from CBS. They know you maybe from The Daily Show or because of MOBITUARIES. Mo, why are you obsessed with obituaries?
It started with my father. My father, who was a very optimistic person, not gloomy at all, loved obituaries. He would always say, oh boy, it's my favorite section of the paper. And I think for good reason. A good obit is the telling of someone's life. It has sweep, it has romance, it has drama, it has highs, it has lows. It's like a trailer for an Oscar-winning biopic. If it's done right. And I wanted to find a way to give people and things a second chance at a send-off if the first time they didn't get what I think they deserved. So on this series, I've told stories of people you've definitely heard of, like John Denver, Audrey Hepburn, Founding Father Thomas Paine, but also quirkier things. So the first episode this season is a conversation I have with Anderson Cooper and a couple of obit writers about famous people who died on the same day.
Yeah.
Like we remember January 25th, 2009, when Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson died on the same day. And before Farrah got wiped off the headlines. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day. I'm also doing an episode on things I wish would die, which I know is controversial, but I really would like the buffet, the hot open food bar, to die. I thought the pandemic had successfully killed it off. And I want to be real clear, John, I like cafeterias.
Yeah.
But the cafeterias have people with hairnets, paper chef hats, ladles and carving knives. They don't leave it to the hoi polloi consumers to ladle their own mashed potatoes. I don't want to touch an implement that a stranger has just been touching.
So when you very first started doing Mobituaries all those years ago, did you think it was going to be this popular?
Well, I was hoping it would be because it's endlessly fascinating to me, and there's so many different ways you can spin it. Like this season, we got an episode on the death of what's called the Mid-Atlantic accent. The way if you turn on Turner Classic Movies, any black and white movie, and people are talking like this and not pronouncing their R's. And I wanted to know where that came from and what happened to it, why it died away after World War II.
Very cool. Now, you've got 4 seasons of Mobituaries. Do you have a favorite episode, Mo?
Well, the finale of season 3 I loved. It was called Death of a Dancer. And it's as a kid, I loved the musical Cats. And unbeknownst to me, one of the main actors, dancers, ended up dying only a few years later from AIDS. And it's a very, I think, it's certainly a very powerful story. I hope we did it justice. Talk to original cast members about what was going on. Because, to me, it was, if you were in the audience of Cats, you were just delighting in these dancers, the sets, the music. But there was a whole backstage drama of people that were afraid and were getting sick. And so that one is, I loved. I also loved doing Laura Branigan because I love that song Gloria.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still a great song. And, when the St. Louis Blues hockey team turned things around a few years ago, they ended up winning the Stanley Cup when they adopted Gloria as their theme song. And it was fascinating to me that people didn't know that Laura Branigan had died years before. And so they were saying, can we get that singer to come and show up and sing? So I talked to her brother.
Again, our guest today is Mo Rocca. You might know him from CBS. You might know him from The Daily Show, from all these other things, or Mobituaries, which we're talking about right now. Season 4 is out now. And you've got a pretty good following with Mobituaries too, don't you, Mo?
Well, I hope so. And I hope so. And I hope more people discover the show.
Well, we will definitely do our part. I'm going to throw a link to make it super easy to find. Again, our guest today, Mo Rocca, and we've been talking about Mobituaries. There's 4 seasons now of Mobituaries, and I thought this would be the perfect thing for today. It's Friday the 13th, so, we're leading right up to Halloween, and I wanted something spooky, but not something too spooky. How did I do? Mobituaries? Is that good? I thought so. Mo Rocca has been our guest again. I have a link to Mobituaries in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on Friday the 13th.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Dragonflies have 6 legs, but they cannot walk.
I didn't know they couldn't
Crazy.
walk.
Yeah, they just fly. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A soap bubble is 10,000 times thinner than the average human hair. So that's kind of cool. I just thought of our friend Mark making soap bubbles. Remember that? We were at his house, and he had much fun making. He's
bubbles.
an adult. He's 50 years old. He had more fun than the kids
He
had.
loves bubbles.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
4.5% of applicants to Harvard are accepted. 2.3% of Walmart job applicants are accepted. So it's harder to get in at Walmart than it is at Harvard. That's kind of fun. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John? 2005,
Connecticut accidentally issued an emergency alert to evacuate the entire state, but about 1% of the people actually did try to leave. So 99% of the people were like, no,
I'm not doing
going
that.
anywhere. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. Just 2% of women think this looks good on a man. What is it? Just 2% of women think this looks good on a man. What is it?
A sweater.
No, I can't believe you didn't say Crocs. No, the answer is a man bun.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
2%.
Yeah.
Heidi makes fun of my Crocs all the time. I don't have a man bun, so she can't make fun of that.
Because a man would never wear Crocs.
Oh, is that what's going on? Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Residents of Layton, Pennsylvania are being asked to keep a lookout for a tortoise who escaped his home at a veterinary clinic for the third time.
Apparently, he does not want to be there.
The Mahoning Valley Animal Hospital
How hard is it to
said,
catch
I don't know.
Escaping tortoise.
They said in a Facebook post that Tank, the tortoise, his name is Tank, he belongs to the veterinarian Mike Nelson. He escaped from his outdoor pen at the clinic. A vet tech said Tank is known for his escapes. His nickname is Houdini. According to her, the previous 2 times Tank hightailed it out of his cage. He was missing for about 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
He must be fast.
So what does this tortoise do when he breaks out? I mean, maybe if the tortoise is doing others, maybe you should find a way to incorporate that into his environment. I don't know. I'm rooting for Tank to have his freedom, just saying. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Wacky weather words. These are all really fun words here, like a frog strangler. Goes back to the 1870s, refers to a heavy downpour apparently capable of drowning frogs, or a frog choker, a frog drowner.
I have never heard that phrase.
They could substitute the word toad as well, a toad strangler. How about gorilla hail? Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
Coined by extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer during a Texas storm in 2020, it means just what you think, huge hail. It's called gorilla hail. Monkey's wedding, also known as a sun
never
shower.
heard that either.
Legends vary, but rats, bears, jackals, and tigers have also been accused of arranging nuptials in this type of condition. Okay. Turkey towers. Storm chasers slang for a cloud that rapidly builds upwards and it looks like a turkey neck. Microburst. It's when a surge of rain falls out of a thunderstorm and hits the ground and then pushes outward into a foot shape.
I don't think I've ever heard any of these.
How about the suck zone? It's the point of the bottom of a twister that sucks things. That's what that's called. And there's others. I had to just share that one. They're all on the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today is anonymous. I always love the anonymous quotes because it just baffles me that nobody would stake claim to one, especially this one. Eggs are fantastic for a fitness diet. If you don't like the taste, just add cocoa, flour, sugar, butter, baking powder, and cook for $3.50 at 30 minutes. I like that. Or cook at $3.50 for 30 minutes. I think I said it wrong. Why wouldn't somebody claim that quote? That's a good one, isn't it?
That's probably because lots of people have said that,
All
but
right,
I don't know who did it first.
There you go. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Listen to the headline. Mail carrier rushes a snake-bitten dog to the vet and alerts family via doorbell cam. This happened in Georgia, and unexpected hero saved the life of a dog. The dog was bitten by a venomous snake. Holly Prigmore, an avid dog lover, delivers mail for the United States Postal Service in Georgia. The highlights of her shift are the dogs that she encounters along the route, or the route, depending on how you say it. I have a motto that not every dog likes me right now, but when I'm finished with them, they will, she said. However, one particular encounter...
kind of sounded like a threat.
No, it didn't. She just loves dogs, that's all. One particular encounter took a frightening turn last week when she noticed Ginger, a black beagle mix, was limping on the roadside. She noticed the dog had been bitten by a snake, later identified as a copperhead snake. Using the homeowner's doorbell camera, she wrote a message on her phone to notify them of the situation, and then she rushed Ginger to a veterinarian. I think that's awesome.
That's very cool.
She wrote, I'm looking for the name of this post office worker. I see her badge, but it's too blurry for me to read. Our dog, Ginger, was bitten by a copperhead snake today while we were at work.
I love that.
This sweet woman took our girl to the vet and left us a note on her phone and the camera for us to see. I know someone out there has to know her. I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. Thankfully, Ginger is going to be okay, and I truly believe it's because of this woman.
Oh, of course it
me
is.
Find her. So... guess what?
They found her, of course, yeah.
And everybody just, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I get all choked up.
You're going to cry, and then I'll laugh at you. And
she makes fun of me for getting choked up about these stories that are heartwarming stories because I have a heart and Heidi does not. Heartless. I'm over here talking about these stories. I get all choked up, and she's like, really? Are you going to be okay over there? Need some Kleenex? All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to The John and Heidi Show.